Welcome back to Journey Stories, Season 5, Episode 4, the podcast where the interviews are reimagined into illustration. On this episode, we have Jeff Daise, and this cheeky little bugger has lived the 2000-era skateboarding dream. Hung out with Bam Margera and lived at his house. Jumped the fence at Travis Pastrana's compound, and still got to charm his way into skating that place, and then also learning how to motocross there. He has connections to so many people in the skateboarding world. I'm ever so jealous in a good way. Chris Markovich, Stevie Williams, Danny Way, and the list goes on. Plus the sponsorships that he has, and you can hear that in the podcast. The custom illustration I did for him was based on his favorite trick, which is a crooked grind. And I sort of wanted to give it a little bit of a different take, just a slight tweak on my style a little bit. And so that was really fun to sort of play around with that. If you like this episode, please give it a subscription, a like, or however you want to show support. That'd be fantastic. And so let's jump into it. Whoosh. So you're in LA?
Right now I'm in DC. I'm back and forth with LA. I'm actually working on my place out there now. So we're about to get out there at the end of this year. And so we're in August. We'll be out there in December permanently. I got a place out Woodland Hills, and I love it out there. Woodland Hills is like a little small little park right between like Calabasas and Burbank, you know?
Oh, okay, cool.
So like 20, 30 minutes outside, like downtown LA.
Yeah.
You know how it is out there, man. You got to like kind of get to the outskirts a little bit, or you're going to be, swamped in. So, you know.
So I don't know if you found this, but being from Australia, I thought everything in LA was like right next to each other. And I thought that all these skaters just got to skate all these hot spots like right next to each other. And this person's doing this mad gap over here. Oh, and then you got, but it's so, and even just California in general, it's so more spread out than I thought when I was a kid.
Yeah, same here. I had a dream of that, man. Like, because when I started skateboarding, I was 12. It wasn't like, it was like 2007. So, YouTube was like just coming out. It wasn't so big, So we were still kind of looking at everything through Thrasher Mags and all the videos. And then, what kind of brought me to that was like MTV when Dyrdek and them was on TV and stuff. So I was looking at it like, that's California. Like, whoa, that's the way it looks. Like, that's how. Yeah. And then I noticed, like, with them being on TV, I was like, yo, skateboarding can kind of get you to California. You can just like, this is where the stars live, and that's what they do. So I just kind of already had that imprinted in my brain since, high school. Like, I was like, dude, I want to go out to Los Angeles. It's just the place to be,
Yeah, I feel you on that. I've lived in Seattle for about 18 years, and I still sometimes regret that I didn't go live in LA for like 2-3 years and just see what it's like. So I still have a dream of doing that. Every time I got friends down there, so I go down there quite often, but it's never enough. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, Jeff, let's jump in. I'll do a little intro and we'll jump into some questions, huh?
No problem.
Oh, so we have Jeff. How do you say your last name?
So it's Daise. It's like Days of the Week, spelled a little funny.
No, great, because I didn't know if it'd be like a Daisy or like...
Yeah, that's where I went with that one, because everyone thinks the E is pronounced. It's kind of really silent, So,
yeah.
But it's awesome. Days of the Week.
Well, my name's boring, so it's like Matthew John Mitchell. Like, you fall asleep as you're saying my name.
Matthew John Mitchell.
I would much rather having like a fun name, so I don't have to try and be like crazy and, hey, look at me, guys. Like, the name already does it for you.
I'm surprised you didn't kind of just go by John Mitchell. It kind of sounds more solidified than like Matthew Mitchell, Matty Mitchell. But I mean, Matty Mitchell still is kind of cool, especially in our field of work,
Yeah. Well, I would say this. So when I grew up, I couldn't stand the name Matthew. No, I liked the name Matthew. Couldn't stand the name Matt or Matty when I was growing up. Yeah. But then when I started really skateboarding at the age of 16, and like, I'm a skateboarder. Like, I gave up surfing, or not gave it up, but I was like, all I could think about was skateboarding.
Yeah.
I worked at a skate shop, and people would just start calling me like Matty Mitchell, like from the skate shop. and then it became like Matty Mitchell, and like that is my sort of like how it plays in my head every time someone says Matty Mitchell. I'll be like, in my head goes Matty Mitchell, and I'm like, yeah, that's it.
That's the ding. That's the ding right there. You know, exactly. It's like a commercial where because that's kind of like what I do. So it's kind of like that ding where it's like a business, you know, and you got that thing that just fits it all around. It puts it right in the middle, you know. Yeah. And it just makes it fit all together. It's so exciting, you know what I mean?
Oh God, it's one of the things that I've said this in the last podcast, so people who listen probably be a bit annoyed, but I really hope there's a full circle point where I can use that like sort of tone as like in my business, like somewhere, like draw me the stories with Matty Mitchell, and like people be like, oh yeah, that guy. Like,
that guy,
that arrogant guy that's got his own little ringtone that he gave himself.
It works, you know.
So here we are, joining your story with Jeff Daise, and we're going to jump into 10 questions, and we'll get to learn about you.
Yeah,
you ready for the first one?
Let's shoot it.
All right. Cybertruck, yay or nay?
I want to say yes now. I'm a little biased by it, but only because I want to turn it into an ultimate skate truck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God.
It's like, it's the only way. It's the only way. And I was like, you know, if I ever came across one of those, I just wanted like pimp it up so bad, you know, put like, I think, you know, like how Dyrdek and them had the truck with the AUV back then. I was like, yo, we're in this modern times, just use a cyber truck. It's so much room and for everything. You don't even have to worry about shit.
Couldn't agree more on that. Just like, imagine that, like my skate days are like smaller in between these days, and I did a 50-50 on a ledge the other day, and I was so stoked. I was like, oh my gosh, because falling at 44 just does not feel the same.
Man.
I see Tony Hawk take slams, and I'm like, my dude, no one knows what it's like to fall as you get older.
Oh man, I'm learning it now. I'm 29 years old, and you know, I turned 30 in November, so this is
wow, happy birthday for them. That's coming up.
Yeah, right.
So when I had like 3 stages in skating, and when I first started skating, I was like, I could do so many different tricks, and you slam, but I didn't understand the tricks. It was just like I just power through getting the tricks done. Like I might adjust my feet and stuff like that. Like it wasn't, but I was like 360 flip tail grabs, and I could do like some front side nose blunt slides, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Little tiny rails, nothing impressive. But like, it wasn't like I was like, oh, if I put my foot here and I put the pressure here, I'd be able to do this trick out of it. It was just like, when I got to 27 though, I was like, my brain had caught up to what my body could do, and I was like, oh, hang on. And I was like skating at this crappy skate park we have here, and we had these like little box cart things that you would stack on top of the plastic, and you'd like be able to grind them and stuff, and we'd like skate those. And I was like, oh, okay, with these, if I put my pressure just here, I can get over this. My brain caught up, and I was like, that's it. Now I understand skateboarding, but I can't skate because my body just hates falling. Like on my knees will be like, oh, why are we still doing this?
Man.
But I feel like you're in the prime because like your brain is that where you feel like your brain's with your skateboarding, or how do you feel with skateboarding?
I kind of feel like where you are with it a little bit. I mean, I feel a little lost in it too because I've been doing it for so long, but I feel like it's taken me so long to kind of get to that point where I can kind of get like a nice flow with it and relax and be able to control where my mind is. And like I said, it just took so long, you know, and like, I would say from like, when I started at 12 all the way to like, maybe like 23, 24-ish was kind of when I just like was on go, you know, and I couldn't figure out things. I was getting frustrated so much, and I was getting hurt all the time. And I was like, it was like eating me, it was draining me, and I was kind of like losing skateboarding, you know, and and I just took like a real hard like hiatus for like a month, you know what I mean, and kind of just got back in my mind with it.
For people out that are listening to this, a month when you'll feel like you're skateboarding, you're right in it. A month feels like forever. Like you saying, oh, I took a month. People are like, yeah, whatever. Like I can't. But a month in skateboarding when you're like right in the mix of it feels like a fucking lifetime.
Yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to do the timing thing with it. I look at it like going to the military a little bit.
Okay.
Like I probably, because a lot of people join the military from DC, Maryland, and stuff where I'm from. Went to high school. They get out, they go to Air Force and stuff like that. So, like a lot of my friends went to the military after high school, but I was always on skate, so I was like, nah, I don't want to do basic training and be away for 2 months or something without my board. I can't skate. Like I don't want to do survival training and all this without my board. So I look at everything like that when it comes to timing off my board. And the only time I really had without my board was when I broke my foot at 16 and 12. So I'm not going to count the one at 12, but 16 was the one. And like, you get your 6 months off and you try to keep your brain entertained in skateboarding. I'm sitting in the house, I'm watching videos all day. And
when you're 16 watching video, it's like painful because you're like, I just want to get out and do it. So, but I had to learn like later in life, you got to let that time be time to heal and stuff too. Because if, you get into it bad, you stiffen up and you prematurely go out and skate again, you get, I learned that the hard way too. So kind of just, I think that's skateboarders in general, to be honest. There's so many skateboarders where I'm like, are you going to go to I fully rolled my ankle like it went black and blue at a skate demo, but it was like 30 minutes into the skate demo. I was the main thing at my skate shop, sort of ran the team, but also like was the main skater. And I was like, I had just learned 360 flips off like higher ledges.
Yeah.
And I'd nailed one where I was like, I've got them dialed like in my head. And the kids are like heard about it and they're like, do a 360 flip off the mini ramp. The mini ramp was like not wide enough for me to set up properly. So I had to jump on from, so I jumped on, got it, 360, bailed it. It's like, okay, I got the next one. Committed way too hard. Foot just lands, bang. So instead of going
the worst ones.
Yeah. Instead of going to the hospital, and I was like, oh man, I got to do this demo. I take a bunch of like Australian's version of Tylenol. I get tape, and I just duct tape my foot so it stays in place, and I keep the demo going. To this day, that is one of the biggest things from my like. I was in a car accident that fucked it up as well, but that's my like glass ankle. Like I think one of the reasons I don't skate as hard as I do is because if I roll that again, I'm just like, it's just so painful. It's so done.
Yeah, it got that real for me too. Once I kind of started going like a little harder in my career, and I started getting like picking up more sponsors and having more responsibilities and more obligations. So I had to start really dial into my like changing my diet, watching how I skate and start off, stretching, just all the minor stuff that you never thought about when you were a kid.
Because you didn't need to, right?
Yeah. And then even when you are, because there are some kids out there that are well into it in a way at a really early age, and those are the ones that you can learn from, but they're going to be well in shape, well into like their late 30s and 40s, and it's kind of like a cheat code thing to start early like that, if that makes any sense, So, and I'm glad that I'm seeing it now. I'm still, like you say, like kind of in that prime zone in my 20s and stuff. So it's still fun to kind of explore those avenues,
Well, you've got you're on DGK, right? Dirty Ghetto Kids?
No. So I'm with Plan B.
Oh, Plan B. Why did I think? Oh, no, because I saw you with Stevie Williams.
With Stevie, So, like, I was going to ask you that, too. I was like, well, where did you get that idea? So, like, but it's, so my spectrum is just weirdly huge, if that makes any sense. I've got super friends in the industry in this. Stevie is really one of my big friends. That's big bro. It's just fun to kind of hang out with them. Like, I'm not doing anything on the skate side. We're just homies. With Plan B,
what a homie to have. Fucking
you're right. Like honestly,
I grew up, and I like he was like the shit. Him Love Park and shit like that. I'm just like his style blew blows me away. And now the reason I brought him up and made me think of it is because you're talking about getting ripped, and I was like, oh, he just recently started like really like maybe like last 5 or years or 3 years or whatever it is, but just started getting like super ripped and like working out to stay fit in skateboarding.
Oh yeah, I'm super jealous of him. I remember when I was out there, I was just out there with him 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna get into that story. That was a pretty sick story. But when I was out there with him like 6 months ago, I remember we were talking. He was like, "Yeah, what are you doing tomorrow?" I was like, I'm not doing anything." He was like, "Yeah, let's fucking go to the gym." I was like, "What time do you go to the gym?" He's like, 6 a.m. Fucking, I was like, 6. It's like, I don't know if I could do that, Stevie. Like, I'm still on, I was trying to think about it in my mind. Like, yeah, you could do it, but then I was like, you got to remember this guy's Instagram post when you wake up in the morning. I don't think that you could, what I'm saying? Like, so it's just funny how this guy just rips up like that. And I'm super jealous, but I love the way he does it, man. Like, he's super inspirational about it. He's super positive about it. He's super into it. I think he did just do this like 42-day challenge or some type of day challenge where it was like a consistent thing every day. Yeah. And that's what's cool about having friends like him and other pros and stuff, because when they do other things in their lives, and I kind of hear it from the other side with the kids and everyone that's watching their stories, like, why is this guy posting all these weird workout videos? Like, I just want to see him do a kickflip, fucking, like, so, but, it's like, they don't really get it in a way where these guys are history built already, and they're building more,
It's so funny because when I'm probably a little bit before your time because I'd watch 411s and stuff like that. But being in Australia, we're so far removed from everything, even more than you guys being in the States. Yeah. That we would see the day in the life. Like, I remember the 411 with Day in the Life with Stevie Williams. Yeah. And being able to see behind that wall of skateboarding and then see what they do, like, live like on a day. And that's like edited and stuff like that. Like, but like, that would be amazing to us. So for the kids today to be like, oh, here's a pro. Oh, why is he posting all this stuff about him? I'm like, back in the day, I would have been like, oh, he has to do this to stay fit to do that. Yeah. That's where my brain would have worked. I'd be like, oh, okay. Like, maybe I would have worked out a bit more if I had seen that rather than all these skateboarders just drinking and smoking and then going skating.
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't, kind of get into like the party life too much. But just watching all the pros coming up when I was younger, it just gave me that stake in the ground to chase after a little bit. And I was like, how do I become this person for myself, and it's like watching Stevie and all those guys grow up and go through all the things they went through and start all these companies and pave the way for us, I look back at history, and that's what made me kind of fall in love more and more with getting to know who these pros were before my time, even that, I'll tell you a funny story real quick. Like, that started with me in, I think I'm gonna say like 2013. I was like 18. I had just graduated high school. It was my first year on Monster Energy, actually, and it was Go Skate Day. Tony Hawk had came down to DC to donate his board to the Smithsonian.
Oh wow!
And
I remember that.
It was so surreal, man, because we don't get a lot of pros and events down here on this side. But when he came down, it was like so surreal. We had this big event, and they had a movie premiere called the movie Bones Brigade, the documentary for Bones Brigade.
I went and seen that. Yeah.
Overall, okay. So I was so young, I didn't know what was going on, but it was like they had a premiere. All these people were there. I got a friend, Jimmy Pelletier. He's pretty big out. Stevie knows Jimmy too. Yeah. Jimmy kind of took me under his wing a little bit back then, where I think he was like, yeah, just hop in the truck with me. And then I got in the truck with Jimmy. We went to the premiere. I met Patty McGee for the first time. I didn't know who she was. I thought she was somebody's like grandma that just kind of, but Jimmy like knew her, but she had an extra ticket and she gave me the ticket. It was like, here you go. Yeah, come on. Here you go. Have fun. Let's go. Go have fun. And I was like, just this sweet old lady. So I was like, dude, I didn't know. I was like, I found out later. I was like, dude, that's Patty McGee, So I sat next to them. Tony and Ronnie Mullen was like sitting ahead, like 2 rows ahead of me and stuff like that. So I watched the premiere of Bones Brigade. I learned history at that moment,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
is a
like
history documentary. If you're a skateboarder,
dude, yeah, like I would have never. I know I tell myself this all the time. I would have never watched that documentary in interest. You know what I
I can
mean?
imagine
Like,
that for a lot of skateboarders out there, because also the skateboarding's so different to what skateboarding is today.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
super, and that's where the roots are, man. Like I'm super glad I learned those roots, so that now that when I meet people or pros and I go to these places or whatever, and I'm meeting certain people, I know who they are. You know, and I'm like, oh shit, that's, you know, and I'm looking at them in this older version as like, okay, like you did all this, you did all that. Like, dude, that's so sick, you know? So
can you, like, you and I had the luxury of seeing a version of skateboarding that had been done, like a kickflip had been done, a 360 flip had been done. These guys were so at the forefront that those tricks were being created at the time. And then being transferred to different, like, obstacles or different terrain. It's just blows me away that they had the not even foresight, but they were playful and creative enough to be like, hey, well, this sort of worked out, or like when I flicked out of that trick that sort of moved like that, maybe I can try this. Like, like just blows me away.
Yeah, dude, it's so surreal, man, and it just kept going for me from there. Like I fell in love with history, and that's where I collect boards now from. You know, I got a Dyrdek collection. I just collect Rob Dyrdek boards. I have a range from like.
Why Rob Dyrdek boards?
Oh man, I used to. I don't know. I just
from Robin Big or from
Rob Dyrdek. I was always a Dyrdek fan back in the day when I was a kid. You know, Fantasy Factory and all that stuff. But I was a big Alien guy when I was like skating. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Were you really?
Yeah.
A lot of kids, like when I was growing up, Alien was like the shit. Like people were like, that's an Alien board. Good skateboarders, like they're cool. Their graphics are wild. Like it was like really good. But then it like dropped off and it became like almost like a brand trying to stay alive, sort of float. And then I think Dyrdek, being as famous as he was, pushed it up to keep it alive, but not.
That's exactly kind of how it was, and I'm super grateful in this day and time now to kind of it going full circle for me. I don't ride for Alien, but I ride for Reflex, which is an Alien brand. So. And that's kind of how I got into that, was being, you know, cool with Carter, Sarge, the Chris Carter. So, and it's like I said, man, like when I got into the history and wanting to know more history, and people, I guess, heard about that or see that with me, they kind of just give that to me in open arms. Like, okay, hey, you know, you're like, awesome. you want to know this? We'll tell you, you know, so.
Yeah. That's rad. All right. This is going to tie into what you're sort of talking about there, but for the next question. What do you do to pay the bills? So is skateboarding paying the bills? Are you doing side stuff? How are we going through a day-to-day being a skateboarder?
Yeah, so like it's funny, but it's, you know, it's like it works different ways for me because there's many avenues you can take in skateboarding, and it's like I'm not pro, I'm not like getting paid in the sense like to be on certain such, but it's like I do commercial acting. That's one way, right?
Oh yeah, cool. So how do you you go through that, and I'll have my questions. You go through
for sure.
Otherwise, I'm always asking questions. So one way is commercial acting.
Yeah, so like I recently got into acting. I have an incredible agent, and she sends gigs and stuff like that for commercials or companies that want like real skateboarders in a sense.
Oh, cool.
Instead of, so it's not like they got to pay Leonardo DiCaprio and a stunt double to do that type shit.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not.
I like how you just put
you
and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, right. I didn't
just suddenly moved that in there. I like it.
I was like thinking Tom Cruise, maybe George Clooney. No. So, but it's like I kind of got into that, and again, that just goes back to how I run my business. You know, I run my own companies. I have a company that kind of just manages all the companies, like an umbrella empire, like in a way. I started off with learning kind of how to run a business, how to create the business in that sense. And then I have all these friends and partners and that have companies that wanted to either start it or already have it and brought me in as partners or whatever. So then that's kind of how I make my money, through the business side of it, depending on who I'm doing the business with. And
so what do you bring to the businesses? Okay, so what do you bring to the businesses when someone brings you in? Like, are you bringing a financial knowledge? Are you bringing sort of marketing skills, or all of the above, or like?
Yeah, a little bit of all the above. I try to get in more to the brand side of things, you know.
Okay.
I try not to get into the financial analytics of it, but I will if it's me starting the company with someone or something.
Yeah, of course.
But if it's a company that's already established, or something that I can like run a deal with or something like that, I'm more into like running digital marketing, promotion, or anything like that for them, which is the easier side for me to kind of go into my talent, and I can use it through skateboarding. And, you know, same thing with like commercial acting. Like if Samsung, I had a gig with Samsung where they wanted to do a real skateboarder for the Olympics commercial, but
cool.
I didn't take the deal. I didn't, you know, it was something different with that, but it was like, that's kind of like how it works for me, where if my agent's not involved, or if it's something like I'm creating with someone else or whatever, I'll either put my agent involved. Like, I do it like that so that I make sure my team gets paid, everyone's fair game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how I run the business, you know? So if you got a product that you want to put out there, whether I need to do it through skateboarding, I'll either make like a reel or a commercial or, you know, ad promoted like type of thing, or I can talk about the item, you know. We can have like a show about the item, or we can, you know, so it's more like I'm more on the content creative side of the businesses. And same thing with like how I got with, not how, but some of the things, like I work with some of the brands that I skate with, like Reflex with Carter and all them. It's promotion along with that, you know? So like everything that I do, I'm plugging it in. You know what I'm saying? But I ride for them at the same time. So it's a different obligation than having like, oh, you got to go to this contest. You got to make this video part. Like, oh no, you can do this commercial and fucking get 25% boosted sales, you know, X, Y, and Z. It's like, that's kind of how I do the marketing side of how I make my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. There's so many avenues, like, where I feel like most people that are amateur skateboarders are like either having a side job where they're not really stoked on, you know what I mean? Where they're like, oh man, I really just want to get to that pro side. But it seems like you're like enjoying that side, but you're enjoying the other side of things as well. Yeah,
I kind of started learning I am the business, you know what I mean? Like, I learned that.
Jay-Z line?
I sold myself a lot, actually. You know, it just kind of was like, I was throwing myself out there to kind of like, yo, I can do this, and people just gave me a chance, which is what I'm so grateful to become. And, you know, it's like I said, like, I don't know, it was all one day I was here, next thing you know, I'm here, you know what I mean? So, awesome. But I never wanted to go like pro in that way. It works too hard. I never was like that good at skateboarding. I'm never going to like get that well with it. So I just decided to find that like marketing side of it, you know what I mean? And I don't know, it just started working. Like when I'm with Monster actually, I get paid by the event. So when people think like I'm on like salary or something like that, like, no, I do things. I get paid by the gig, you know, stuff like that.
Oh, so that's awesome. I love the different way of thinking about getting an income. I think for my takeaway personally is that I should sell myself more. I feel like I grew up in an era where I was like, oh, you want to be sold, you don't want to be sold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And which I struggle
had to learn
with
that,
still
man.
today.
Yeah, no, it's a learning progress. It's a work in progress. And, you know, like I said, for an amateur skateboarder, we don't get paid just being an amateur skateboarder. We have to go out to the contests. We have to pay for these plane tickets and hotels, you know. So when you're working with brands, it's kind of good to know the business side and the knowledge side of how to kind of negotiate these deals and what these perks are and what you'll get out of each benefit. And you kind of work on how you can upgrade those deals later on, and how long the relationship with you and that sponsor will last. So, it's fun. It gets fun, but it's very, it's tedious work,
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it's a lot of like crossing the T's and dotting the I's and trying to figure out
Yeah.
stuff rather than just being like, okay, I'm getting a steady paycheck. So there's a lot of work on the other side of it as well.
And that's what makes it steady, man. You can't do it on your own. I got a team. Like when I started having a steady line of stuff coming in, I was like, okay, I need an assistant. I hired my best friend. She broke her foot for like a little couple months. She was a professional photographer. You know what I mean? And she was like, I'm going to make my money, and I broke my foot. I was like, I'll hire you to be my assistant. You take all my calls, do all this, do all that. I'll pay you and X, Y, and Z. And she's today still to my assistant. You know what I mean? So
okay, let's step back on that.
Yeah.
To me, I would love an assistant, but I couldn't afford an assistant. Then when you say team, how many people are you saying in this team? Or is this people that you just reach out to for individual things sometimes? Or is this people working with you to build the Jeff Daise brand?
It's kind of like, it's a little bit of both, but it's like because I don't have to go out and outsource employees in that sense.
Yeah.
So I'm not like, what you call that? Like they don't have to file like taxes on me in a way. You know what I mean? Like I pay them by the gig, and like if I need to, there's some things I can handle on my own, but there's things that my assistant does that I'll send to her, and she'll come to me with stuff. Like she works on stuff, and she'll get me in like this podcast or whatever. Like, hey, this person, you know what I'm saying? And then my agent, that's her job. You know what I mean? So she gets paid on a whole nother scale, a whole nother level by a whole nother industry in a way. Like, so she doesn't work for me. I work for her, but she works for me. So it works that way. If that makes any sense, Yeah, and I got a PR. I got a woman who's in PR, but I know her very well. She's like a mother to me in a way. She's just an older woman, right? So she's like, you got all these things going on. Like, I can PR you, So, like, some of these people on my team want to be my team, So we created that. So that's why I'm always, like, thinking about them first with everything that I do. Because at the end of the day, that they get a little piece of that, but I make sure that they are well taken care of significantly. You know what I mean?
So how'd you get into the acting side of things, or like the an agent? Because from what I understand, I can't imagine going out there and trying to be an actor and getting an agent, because from what I hear or what I see, maybe it's TV but it's so hard to get an agent. Like, is it just your charming good looks and you're just like, they just throw themselves at me?
No, man. Like, when I got into that, I was already still on the content creating side of things. And like, I got a friend who his wife is an agent, and, so she kind of already like knew me in a little bit. We talked, like I did an event one day, she was there, but we talked, and I told her, like, I always had this thing with acting, I always had this thing with being behind the scenes, being in the cameras, being in production, like, so, she just was like, well, let's do something, I'm going to send you some things. And then I was maybe about 2-3 years ago, I want to say, like 2 years ago. And my first gig was like $8,000 for like a kickflip, you know what I mean? And I was just like,
that's the best kickflip you've ever done.
You know what I mean? So it kind of went from there, where just certain things.
Suckers out here doing kickflips for free.
It's like, I was like, and then when my assistant told me that I was going to be on Matty Mitchell, I was like, how much should I charge Matty Mitchell? But I was just kidding. But that's just kind of how that I got into that on the scale side of it. So I just meet more people into some of the things that I do, and when I go out to LA, I'm kind of already like solidified in the mix. You know what I mean? But I'm not in like Hollywood, I'm not in the big studios yet, whatever. Yeah. But I'm on my way there. I'm trying to get there, you know what I'm saying?
So what, if you could get into acting outside of the commercials, would you try get into like comedic, drama, thriller, or you'll just take anything? You'll just like give me whatever and I'll give it a shot.
God, I'm more of an anything person, you know, but I just know that that's very dangerous in acting too. So I probably wouldn't take just anything because some people will just try to do that to you. But, yeah, I mean, like, I'm down for like really a lot of things. I can be fine. I can see myself in comedic roles because I can be a little funny. I have a big sense of humor. I watched a lot of action movies growing up, so I kind of already know how to keep it serious, you know, so.
I would love to be in an action movie. Like, I would love it.
I thought about something the other day. I was like, I see myself in a movie with either like Tom Hanks or some shit like that. I don't know, you know.
Is he going to be like, it's going to be one of those like movies where Tom Hanks is like an old skateboarder. He's like, I'm going to bring this kid along and I'm going to find him. You're in DC.
That's it. That is it, man. That is it. That is spot on David Hasselhoff worthiness right there. You know what I mean? Like, that is it right there.
I think they should do that movie, but like as a comedic role. Like, you know what I mean? Because all these skate videos try and be like, I'm going to be the next pro, I'm going to be this. It'd be a really funny take. No one does it like in a humor sense, you know what I mean? Like playing on all the tropes of old movies, but then like the skateboarder sort of way of it. Like he's got to imagine like Tom Hanks having to come sit at the skate park and like he's filming your like, I don't know, it'd be kind of funny, like him having to be in that stuff.
Yeah, and then he's just that guy. His presence is so strong, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I could be on set with him and keep it serious. I'll probably have to take like 10 takes per scene with him before I can like, oh God, this is Tom Hanks, you know?
Yeah.
So
I'm sure you get a little like meet and greet before you guys get in your big movie role.
Oh yeah. I've met so many people, man. Like I said, I was with Stevie and them the other day, and I was actually in a party with it was like this Hollywood party, my first Hollywood party actually, and Dorian Wilson was in there. It was the guy from the Parkers, Professor Ogilvy. Oh, okay. And I was casually just sitting there playing Jenga. So I was like, oh shit, like
even the stars play Jenga.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like I was just mingling with the stars, you know what I'm saying? So it just felt like I was already there in this world for a while. So, you know, easy to adjust to it.
Have you ever heard of Ray Barbie? Like, you know, that skater?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm into Ray Barbie because of skateboarding, and I know his photography, and I know his music, right? I have a mate that's a surfer in Australia, but he's a fantastic musician, and he loves Ray Barbie for his music.
Right.
And I had just been in Australia, we're hanging out, and he's like playing me all this Ray Barbie synthesized music, his album that he brought out. I'd just been listening to it in the airport walking along with my headphones on, and like in LA, like it's surprising on how many famous people you see, but also like you'll see like an A-list celebrity, but you'll also see like all these other list celebrities, you know what I mean? You'd be like, do I know that person? Do I know how do I know that person? Yeah. But I'm walking along and I see this person in my eye, but my brain picks it up before my body does, and I go, Ray Barbie! Before I could even like, and I kind of yelled it at him, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "I'm sorry," and I was like, and he was with his family and his 2 kids. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your skateboarding, I love your music. I was just listening to your album, your synthesized album. My mate loves it. Can I take a photo with you?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, like, super chill." But I felt so sort of not bummed out, but I was so like stunned. Like I caught him in my peripheral. Like he's just walking through, like no one's gonna like recognize me. I'm just a skateboarder that plays musician, you know. And he's like chilling out, and I just like bark at him like a dog. But anyway, that's how I feel like I would be in the in those sets. Like that guy's playing Jenga, and I'd be like, "What? You?" Like my brain would pick it up before I did.
That's kind of how it was for me. I was like. Because he has this face, so I was like, dude, I had a homie with me too. I was like, yo, I think that's Professor Ogilvy, yo. And we were drinking a little bit, but I was just like, I'm making sure I'm not too messed up. I went to my phone, got on Google, and matched up the face, and I was like, I swear, I think that's him. And
Were you holding it right next to his face, going like this, going like, yep.
You know, I can't remember. I might have done that. Like, I really might have done it. I was like, yo, are you doing what? But I didn't do it like that. I was real cool about it. I was, I was like, hey, excuse me.
A bit more chill than I do.
Yeah, it's like I try not to geek out, you know what I mean? But I think it's just super fun it's like a life milestone thing, you know what I mean? You don't see a celebrity every day, but I guess you could, if you were that person. So
yeah. All right, next question. What do you do for fun? Obviously skateboarding you do. Yeah. What do you do outside of skateboarding?
Well, I recently got into golf, so
let's
I love
end this
golf.
Podcast now.
let's go. Let's hit the country club, But I did recently get into golf. Like, I found myself going to Top Golf one day and just like wanted to hit the ball, but I couldn't really find, you know what I mean? I couldn't really hit the ball like that, so I went to some golf dome place, like this huge golf store, and I wanted to buy my own golf club because I didn't like what Top Golf's golf clubs were like. So I was like, I want to buy my own shit. And the guy that was in there, his name was Mr. Namchi, and dude was like, I think he was a master at it, but he was also an instructor. So he taught me my swing, taught me everything I needed to know within like a few hours, and I was hitting every ball, right? So
oh wow.
I just kept going back to Top Golf every other day and just practicing my swing. I got into it. I started meeting people in the booths next to me. They started teaching me how to use 7-irons and all this stuff and making friends. I said, man, it's just like skateboarding. It was like, but when I say that, right, you gotta think deep into it. When you do anything fun, you think about what you do primarily, and then you go back into the beginning of when you first started and how that felt. And then you hold on and maintain that feeling. You can apply that to literally everything. You can try anything and not like it or whatever, So it's like...
I fully agree with you. So I play pickleball a lot. So that was the joke I was going to make, like with your golfer. Like, I'm obsessed with pickleball. I'm one of the people but I picked it up about 2 years ago. But every time... So I spin the ball a lot. I think of the ball, like I think of tricks, like I want that trick today, and I'll be like, I want to get this shot, and I'll be trying a trick, and it makes me think of skateboarding. Like there's a couple of lessons that you get through skateboarding that people don't realize. The perseverance of trying to get that trick.
Yeah.
Of like you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. Like you're like, okay. The community about rallying around you trying to get that trick, or you rallying around people to get that trick.
Yeah.
And like there's that sort of sense, and then the other one is the wanting to always grow. And so if you like, hey, I did a kickflip, I'm done. You're not a skateboarder. You're already done. But if you're like, oh, I did a kickflip. Imagine if I could do that kickflip up onto a curb. Oh, imagine if I could do that kickflip onto like a ledge and I could grind. Like you are always trying to like innovate yourself, even if you're looking at someone else doing it, you're trying to grow yourself. And I think that's why I don't skate as much, because I can't innovate the way I did. But with pickleball, like I'm always trying like a different shot. I'm like, I can backhand slice that around the person. And so I'm like cheating it like that. Like, and in my head, I can feel it trigger the same trick, like stuff in my head. And especially when there's people like, oh yeah, that was a sick shot. And I'm like, yeah. Like in my head, it's like, when you get that kickflip and people like, that was clean, that was sick,
Yeah. It's that bizarre feeling, man. Like it's so exciting. You know what I mean? Especially when you can think of new ways to elevate how you can have fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then even if these things were already there and no one teaches you this, it's kind of what brings you closer to the sport itself and the independence of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I say it works just like skateboarding and everything in its purity of it. But I never tried pickleball.
Oh, you haven't? Have you done like table tennis or anything like that?
Yeah. Yeah, but I've never understood it. I mean, to an extent, my hand-eye coordination is just a little funny up top because I've been skating down bottom for so long. So
maybe if you like using your feet with the paddle, you're like, oh, I'm great at this.
Oh yeah, man, yeah. Fuck, I'll be over here, you know. So, but like, you know, I never because we didn't have much pickleball on the East Coast side, like DC.
We don't have it in Australia at all. Like I'd never known about it until, and I've lived here. And there's a pickleball court like a mile away from my house. Never knew it was there. I had no idea. And yeah, I got the net for my kids to play in the backyard. So I was like, I need you guys to do something that's not asking me to do something. Yeah. And then my brother-in-law and I were like, well, let's go try it out. And we went and tried it out. And it's like the combination between tennis and ping pong. They had a baby. And then now I just love it because I can do all trick shots and try all different stuff. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty fun. All right, so that's what you do for fun. A little bit of golf, a little top golfing. What's your favorite hit? Do you like the driver or do you like the wedges to get it up under or what?
Yeah, I'm more of a driver person, man.
Yeah, whacking the shit out of those balls.
That's all I just, that's where I started from, And like I said, it wasn't until I was taught how to use a lot of the clubs, the irons and stuff where it just felt like, because you have different forms and different, techniques and stuff you use. So then I'm like, all right, I don't feel like putting so much power into the ball. I can just give it a nice little to the earth swing, hit the dirt or whatever. And just use the rotator cuff or something, and it just gets relaxing. And then when I find myself starting off that way, like I use the club, I use the driver, then I'll go to like the 7 irons or like the wood or something. And then, I'll go back to the drivers, like towards the end of the session. And then it feels different because you've been working the irons for a little bit. And so it's like, I just have a little more power with the drive after the ends, so I just find things in it, that keeps it fun. So
you gotta get
that's what I love.
You got to get out there with like Eric Costin. Doesn't he love golf?
Oh man, yeah. I've only met Eric one time actually. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I would love to get out there. You know what? I'm gonna say this. If they're listening, but I'm gonna say this. My dream. Now that you put Eric Costin into it, I will play golf with Eric Costin, Paul Rodriguez, Rob Dyrdek, and that's it. That's all I can.
That would be the
foursome,
with that. Like with you with this.
You know what? We'll put Tiger Woods in there. Need a real golfer in the mix of that. We'll put Tiger Woods in there. Yeah. So
that would be just even that four. Can you imagine the conversations that you guys could have? In that four?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be wild. That's a great four to have. Fuck.
Because I'm the youngest into that. Yeah, dude, I love how because I think back in 2012 or so, he had a Nike shoe that was, I think it was the Costin ones that were like a golf shoe, skate shoe. I loved those shoes back then, man. Those were like, I think I went through like 3 pairs of those before they just kind of stopped making them, I guess.
What's your favorite skate shoe of all time?
Model wise or brand?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You choose yours.
Well, I'm on DC now, so like, I've got like into the bulky shoes, like
because
now
they make a comeback.
Yeah,
they were huge when I was a kid.
Yeah, like because when I was, no, I don't really like the block toe shoes too much, but Kalis is
they
really
were big when I was a
favorite.
kid. The DC Links were massive.
Yeah, because they have the new. Well, I don't know if they're the same style from back then, but like when I wear it, because they're true to size. So like I wear like a size 11, and then I'll have to do like a 12 in the Links or any type of box toe shoe. But the Kalises, they come in different. Yeah, like they're perfect in every form and mold they make them in and stuff like that. So I'm just like, on Kayla's hard, you know what I mean?
And he's, oh my gosh, he's skateboarding the 360 flips from back in the day. Oh my
gosh. Dude, like
that little kicker they used to do over the bin. Oh God,
it's so crazy talking to you about history like this because I'm imagining this shit through my mind as I saw it black and white through a video screen, and you're sticking like you're there and experience like I was there when it first happened. I just couldn't remember. I was blown away. I'm like, dude, I wish I was that excited to see it for the first time like you guys did. You know what I mean?
Oh God, it was
so
wild. I just meant like his shoe, but then Dyrdek's shoe that came out that was like with the pointed toe. Oh God, there were so many rad shoes that came out of that era.
Yeah.
It almost is like when, and then people are like, oh, who's your favorite skaters? Well, it's like, have to be like, what era of skateboarding are we talking about? Because the skateboarders now, comparing to the skateboarders in the 90s, it's just not a fair one-to-one because they're doing all these tricks and these guys are basing their tricks off their tricks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the quality of wood, trucks, everything's got better. Anyway, yes. Fuck, we could talk about skateboarding all day. All right, so let's say you're having a rough skate or a rough day. What do you say to lift yourself up?
Let me think about this. Okay. Well, mostly like if I'm like blowing myself in right now and I'm on the verge of just like quitting, getting in the car and just going somewhere right now, it's like I try to tell myself like, dude, you got it. Like those words, for some reason, those words pissed me off even more. If this makes sense, right? It's like I can be sitting there about to go again. I'm like, dude, you got this. Don't do it. Just don't give up. Like whatever you're thinking you're gonna do, just don't do it. You got this.
Isn't that such a skateboarder term? Like I say that to myself, even like I'm like whether it's in pickleball. Sometimes when I'm drawing and I'm like I can't find the drawing, I'm just like, come on, you got this. Let's just find this, and it's just from skateboarding. It fully is.
Yeah, it's a self-conscious, it's a subconscious thing, man. Like, you know, if you're not strong with yourself in the subconscious, you're gonna get in the car and leave. You know what I mean? Yeah.
To battle it out. No, you got this is a really good one. I never even think about that like until you say it because it's so ingrained in what I do.
Yeah, and I don't hear it a lot anymore. Like that is just
you don't
more
hear it when
like
you're skating out.
I mean, well, some the friends like people encourage you and stuff, but like I said, I'm so deep into it that doesn't mean shit to me anymore. You know what I mean? Like I just look at it as an encouraging thing. It doesn't really work unless it works. You know what I mean? It's one of those things because I used to be that way too. Like you're like, yo, you got this, and I'm like, for you, let's go.
This one's for you. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Just do it. Like and then you fail, and they're like, fuck, dude, I just suck. I just suck, bro. It wasn't for you. Like no, I got out of that phase a long time ago. After I, it just turned into work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. What is a kind act someone has done for you that still sticks with you?
Oh God, man! Like I think of everything. Like Colin McKay sent me my first box of boards off Plan B. Here I am today, like just plugging it in. You know, and like fucking Carter put me on Reflex. You know what I mean? Made me feel like Dyrdek. You know what I mean? Like it's just so many things. My brother on Monster, like. Put me in his investment group. I make money with him. We do investments. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, dude, I mean, I can't think of it was so many things that I've done with people or someone's done for me that I'm like, that's just kind of where I am in loyalty. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super loyal to you if you've just, like, you don't bite the hand that feed you in that sense. You know what I mean? So
I have a question on that. One, I feel the same sort of way. If anyone does anything for me, I am super loyal, but I always carry this little bit of weight with me, like I need to return the favor. And sometimes maybe I return the favor, but I can never let go of that weight.
Yep.
Like I'm like I haven't done enough, or like I haven't done it big enough to overweigh that what you have done for me. How do you feel with that when people helping you out? Do you carry that weight with you, or is that just an idiot thing like me?
No, I think I've solely created my business off of that in a way. Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Just kind of repaying back to those companies, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
I don't know. It's because they can do things on their own in a sense where what you bring to the table can only do so much compared to like what they can do on their own or what the company does on itself. So like I carry that big ass weight, like you say, man, where I'm constantly never feel like the debt's ever paid off. I don't care if you ever done one thing for me. You will forever be in your debt for like type stuff. If it changed my life in a significant way. Right. So it's like, whatever I can build, I'm trying to like build it for you at the same time, or where you can get a piece out of that at the same time. You know what I mean? And like the best way I can describe that is like I say with like Reflex, you know, like with Carter, Reflex was a brand I didn't know it was still around until he, you know, relaunched it like in 2021 or 2020 or something like that. And, you know, it wasn't like as big as the more core brands that we have in bearings and tools today. You got Bones, you got Reds, you got all these things. So that when you think about the business, this is me thinking about the business side of it. How do I grow the customer acquisition to getting the competitive advantage of Reds and Bones, or, you know, Annadale or X, Y, and Z, you know? So it's like, how do you bring, and Reflex was already an established brand back in the day. Dyrdek had a stack team, you know? So like, it's like you got to be, and you got to think about coming into a brand like that where they had already a significant high peak level, and then kind of went back, you know, and then you're trying to bring it back up to that. It's super fucking difficult to a point where,
as well. That would be so hard.
Yeah, you know, so that's what I work on when it comes to brands and people that I work with. And most of the brands that I'm with, I know either the owners or the creators behind it or the main skater, whatever, you know what I mean? So same thing with Plan B. Like I said, Colin gave me my first boards, like taught me that skateboarding side, asked me all those questions like, what's your size? What's your shape? What's this? What's that? What's that? I'm like, what's your wheelbase? I'm like, dude, I never even looked at that stuff. I just bought a board off the skate shop and skated it. Like, but you know, he helped me find like my true to size board. Like I skate 8125s, just locked in, solidified. I'm not skating any other brand, size lower than that or higher than that, you know? So, and then I just go off Plan B. Everything I do, Plan B, you know what I mean? So then when kids look at it, like I have kids, they buy Plan B boards. They want to skate Plan B boards. Like the ones that I inspire, or the, you know, fans that I had and stuff like that. Like these, they show me these things. They want me to sign these things. They want me to take pictures with these things. So I'm like super blessed in that way to kind of give back in that philanthropy way, you know what I mean? To kind of use like my platform and my image in a way to carry the brands with me as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so rad. I hope that one day people are like, hey, can you sign this illustration? I'm like, yes.
Dude, I would love it, man. Because I love art too. So Chris Markovich is actually a really good friend of mine. So I got some paintings from him.
Well, his level of skateboarding, like he like, when I still have this image of him. He's got a cigarette hanging out of his teeth and he's gripping a board. And I can remember he was like doing it. It was a tour video of something, and I was like, maybe it was a 4-1. I still have this image of him. It's like there's just this cool factor about him, right? And then now he's skating, like he's like 50 something, right?
Yeah.
And he's like skating so hard at his local skate park, and I'm like, far out. That is good. And then his artwork has always been really fun and like that loose sort of like I've let my mind free enough where I can explore avenues. Like I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I told myself after that, man, I just kind of want to get into like skate related artists, you know what I mean? So I got paintings from him.
Oh God. Now there's a bit of pressure.
No, you guys, look, I'm with it. I'm ready to take this one with what you got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be plastered on the wall.
Yeah, I hope I can hold up to the guys you got around you because there's a fair few legends. You've met so many like great people. Who is someone alive you would like to meet?
Dyrdek, Rob Dyrdek. Let's put it that way right now.
Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah, because like I've never met him yet. You know what I mean? Like I've done so many things based off of him, and gotten so many things based off of him that it's like appreciation thing. You know what I mean? Like I would love to just really sit there and just thank that man in person, but it's super hard to get to him. Yeah, you know what I mean?
What is your like biggest or couple of biggest takeaways from like his personality or his skateboarding or like his persona?
I took everything from him, if that makes any sense. Like I've literally learned the whole business side of like how he did shit on business. You know what I mean? And that's why I think of business in that lens. That's why I look at shit through that same lens. I've spent the last like 15 years listening to this man talk. You know what I mean? Yeah. Through every platform, every avenue, every TV show, every interview, and all of that shit, you know?
Did you listen to the one where he was on the Howie Mandel?
Yeah,
that was a good one, I thought.
Good one, dog. I listened to that, the 9 Club he recently did, you know, and he doesn't talk about skateboarding like that. So when he gets on some of these platforms, you kind of have to listen out for what he's talking about because he'll plug himself in that way. And it's
Have
like,
you been on the 9 Club?
No, I'm not that good.
No, but I think with the way they're doing stuff now, it'd be interesting to hear your take on how you're an amateur skateboarder but still doing stuff on the side.
Yeah, making my own way. Yeah, but it's. I would love to. Don't get me wrong. If they ever ask me to come on and talk about my story, I would love to do that. But I think it's just kind of weird.
Experience or something like that, you know?
Yeah. You know,
awesome.
But I just hope that no one hates him.
Back in the day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Like
shit.
If you ever watch the episodes, and you'll see there's a little like mini desk of like Crob up on the top, Chris Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
I made that for them, and then like I text with them a little bit here and there. Not much. That like more that they like Jesus. His dog passed away last year, unfortunately, and he reached out to see if I could do like a commemorative deck for him.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah. Dude, I haven't talked to Jesus Christ since I played Call of Duty with him back in like 2015.
He seems like it seems like you guys would have a lot of connection, because doesn't he do some sort of like marketing stuff in the background or that?
I'm not sure. I haven't kept up with that side of like skate guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. I grew up watching those guys like in barracks and stuff, you know?
Oh my gosh. I actually think the best era, other than when Steve Berra and Eric Costa were like really in the mix at the beginning, the best era was when Steezus was the host.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool. Like he had his own vibe, but he was like, he knew skateboarding and wasn't trying to be like the skateboarder, was like letting them shine, but like, I don't know, I loved it.
Yeah, dude, that was the best era. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What? Last 3 questions. When is the last time you rode a bike?
Ooh, fuck, man. Let me think. Shit. Great question. Maybe I'm gonna give it a year.
A year?
I'm gonna give it a year, man. Because I ride more dirt bikes than I do like regular bikes, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
Because I here's another celebrity story thing. Pastrana is actually 25 minutes from my parents' house in Maryland. So
wow.
I spent like 4 or 5 years with Travis learning dirt bike shit and doing shit with Nitro and like.
How's your fucking life? Like, how did you connect with him? Like, whose dick am I having to suck to get into this line of these people? Like, come on.
Oh, man. Like, I am just that rebel.
You're like
of
a magnet
kid I was.
for anyone.
Yeah, dude. When I met Travis, I knew where his house was in like in Maryland
Oh,
and
you
that. Like
stalked
everyone
him.
knew where his
Okay, I get it
compound
now.
was. Yeah, that was like, but my friend was like, yo, let's drive over like Travis compound because at the time, some people were like lucky enough to get in and maybe ride the park or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but that was like it was rare. So we just tried our hand, man. I just went one day. Me and my friend was out there and everything was closed. Like he wasn't, I don't know if he was home or whatever. He wasn't home or whatever. And then I was like, man, fuck this. Like, I think it was Labor Day or something. All the parks were closed and shit. We were like, we just wanted to skate. So we were like, I said, man, fuck this. I'm going to hop this guy's gate and skate his park if he's not home or whatever. I did the polite thing first. I knocked on the door. No one came to the door. So I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to just go skate real quick and just bounce. You know what I mean? Like do a trick or something and then just bounce.
Say we did it. Yeah.
So I went down, snuck down to his like little property down there in his fucking skate park and shit. And when I got down there, they were down there. So kind of was like a deer in headlights moment. I was like, can I just skate the park? Like literally, that's how because at that moment I knew at the same time, the fucking worst thing you can do is just kick me out, just leave, whatever. But I was like, can I just skate the park, dude? Like, you know what I mean? I tried to knock on the door or whatever. No one came. He was like, so Travis he was like, yeah, fuck it, man. Come on, you can skate the park and shit. Like, let's go sign his waiver at his little garage that I don't get hurt at his property and try to sue him. And, it just turned from there. And then I was like, can I come back? Like, he liked how I skated and shit. And then,
well, his missus is a skater as well, right?
Yeah. They had a park there, like at his house. It was like a BMX built / skate park type of contraption thing. But no one really used it like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was always coming through. He had a few like skater people in the neighborhood that would come through, but it was like a really small circle of people that could have access to the Pastrana land thing and just skate the park and utilize it, So kind of just got in good with that, And all the Nitro guys, when they would come out of town and come to the compound and do things, I friended a lot of those guys because we were all in the same age group in a way too. So they were like, you want to get extreme? Let's get extreme. You know what I mean? So like I rode bikes. I did the jumps. They taught me how to do the flips and the twirls on the airbags. I did fucking.
So you've done a backflip on a bike?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Eesh.
Scariest thing in my life, honestly. But the coolest thing I've
bet.
probably ever done in my life.
We used to do BMX bikes into the water, and I remember we were like, yeah, we're going to do backflips on it. And not one of us landed a backflip. We had other biker friends that could do backflips, stuff like ramps and stuff, but we all thought, skaters being like, we could do that. And everyone bunny hopped and could do grinds on the pegs and stuff. But then you think, I can do this. The ramp wasn't steep enough, whatever it was, but we would like flip and just land on our backs and the bike would land on our heads.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is insane. Yeah,
that's just in the water.
Insane.
It didn't hurt.
I want to say that sounds like something Jackass would do. You're familiar with those guys, right? So
with who?
like
Jackass?
Jackass? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jackass.
Yeah.
So because I spent years
I was CKY back days. Like that when that first came out. That's how old I am. Like that stuff came out and I was like CKY. That was mind blowing. And then there was an Australian like company or video set called Tension and they were bodyboarders and they would do their version of it back in the day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I didn't know much about CKY. I mean, God, in 2004, right? That was like around that era.
It has to be.
Like,
it was so long ago for me.
Yeah.
It might have been, no, it's earlier than that. It was earlier.
Oh yeah. Definitely like 2000s era. I was in elementary school at that time.
Yeah.
But I had to learn about it now, and then I ended up like right after I, was with like Travis and all those guys. I traveled to Bam Margera's house in Westchester.
Oh yeah.
And he had a party there one day. Yeah. And I think this was like 2019, 2020. I think it was like 2020. No.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2019, I think. He had a party at his house. I went to his house, met Bam, met Danny Way and them, and then Like,
dang.
I learned all this shit there, the CKY, like, I didn't know what any of this stuff was. I just remember seeing Bam on, like, Viva La Bam, the TV show and stuff like that on MTV. So, I mean, those guys were just, like, they were super fun people, you know what I mean? So, like, even his house party was still kind of like a Bamified house party, you know what I mean?
Of course it was. I don't think
So,
that... There might not be anything that's more authentic than how Bam's life was on that show. Obviously, it's edited and whatever, but all the CKY stuff, like, it was so raw footage where I'm like, we were all blown away by, like, when they rented a car and got the insurance for like $8 and beat the heck out of that car up. And it was wild. And they were just doing this before they were famous, before they had shit tons of money, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's all right. That's the sickest part about because we were doing kind of the same shit when we were with Bam, driving like dirt bikes into the fucking pool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just extreme chaos. You know, living with them for a little while. But I met Chris Markovich there. Actually, I met Chris at Bam's house. Yeah, that's how we got solid because he was living with Bam for a little bit, painting his house and stuff. Just you know, and then I would drive up there from DC about 3 hours to his house like every other weekend, like every weekend or so. And I would stay there on the weekends. I would pack a fucking bag and fucking go skate over the weekend at Bam's house. I had the code. He gave me the key. He had another house too. So if he wasn't like at the castle, he could just go to the other house and shit.
Yeah.
So like I would go to the castle and Chris would be there and then we would skate and stuff like that. He would be painting and shit. And then I think we just really got like cool with the whole Dyrdek story. He didn't find out I was a Dyrdek fan until like a little later on, for real.
Yeah.
But I think what really made me and Chris really, really good friends is the fact that I didn't fucking press him out. You know what I mean? Like I was like, yo, you're fucking charisma, you know. But when I say that, I'm saying that to say I didn't even know who he was. This goes all the way back to the history lesson thing that I was, you know. I didn't even know who this guy was until we had a conversation, you know, and we were already friends after that.
Yeah, being oblivious sometimes is a little bit of a gift because you're like, oh, well, I'm just hanging out with your normal person. You don't know that guy was on the forefront of a lot of skate tricks and like culture, especially in the art skate culture world.
Yeah. So, and then after that, man, like when I am friends with these people, it's honestly, I have some of the best memories with these people. You know what I mean? Actually, Chris actually invited me to Tampa Pro I went to my first Tampa Pro in 2021 when Chris did the art theme for that year for Tampa. And he was like, yeah, dude, come on out. I'll get you, you know, whatever. I had VIP pass and shit. And then I met like the other pros that I never met at the time. You know what I'm saying? So this story right here, I'm going to tell you, like honestly one of my most proud accomplishments in meeting people. TJ Rogers, you know who TJ Rogers is?
Yeah.
Amazing skater to a point where, you know, I'm in my adult phase. I'm not really like starstruck anymore you know, but I'm like, the guy's amazing. I said, this is turning into my favorite skater again. Like that feeling when you had that back in the day, this guy's my favorite skater. So I thought I would never meet him, whatever. I was like just watching his clips, just within that same time frame. So I went to Tampa, got in there, went like in the back with all the pros and everyone's in the area. And I see TJ. I'm like, oh, I get to meet TJ, right? Boom. So I go up to him. Super humble dude, super cool about it. He was talking to someone. I didn't want to interrupt, so I was just kind of like stood there for a little second, you know, waited for him to acknowledge me. Like, I was like, hey man, I just wanted to say you're an amazing skater. That's it. That's all. Like, you know, I watched your clips, shook his hand, and he was like, you know, thanks man. You know, what's your name? And Jeff, okay. And then he introduced me to the other guy he was talking to. I felt like I might have been like rude, so I was like, oh shit, man, my bad. Like, what's your name, dude? How you doing? So we squashed. I mean, we walked away. I walked away off that one. I saw Wrecking Ball coming through the threshold. Yeah. Me and Wrecking Ball are good friends as well, right? So what we've always talked like through Instagram and stuff. And I'm holding my cord because I'm charging my phone, but like I'm trying to keep it steady too.
Yeah,
so like,
you're good.
A wrecking ball came through the door, and me and him like locked eyes. We were like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So we dapped up, we broed up for a second.
Yeah.
TJ saw it. And then I guess he was, you know, he knew Wrecking or whatever. He came over to Wrecking and was like, you know Jeff too? Like, wait a minute. Like, oh, so I was just, I was like, you know
That's
what I mean?
so awesome.
So like, that's kind of just like kind of one of those ways that you can work yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And you just never know who knows who and what they know about you. You know what I mean? That's literally, I literally saw that happen in my face. Like, you never know who's who and who knows you. Like, that shit was, I just met TJ 5 minutes ago. I felt like a complete dick because I interrupted this conversation. And then I go and see one of my friends, and then we're like broing it up. He comes over like, you know this guy too? Like,
that's so awesome.
It was just surreal, man.
He is always repping this brand Televista, which is out of Bali.
Yeah.
You know Televista?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have a pair of his pants.
Oh, yeah, so do I. And so that guy sort of knows the Frio skate dudes. Indra knows the Frio skate dudes of Fremantle, where I'm from. And so I've got to meet him. He is the nicest guy. If you ever get to meet him or when he's around, because he comes through America every once in a while or whatever, that's the guy to meet. He's just so genuinely nice. Anyway, TJ's always repping him, so I always see his clips through Televista, and I'm like, so I'm always following their stuff as well, because it's just a skate brand coming out of Bali is the most amazing thing ever.
Oh, those guys are incredible, man.
Yeah.
Those guys make incredible pairs. It took 5 weeks to get there. We're worth every day of it. Like, I love the big, bulky ones.
Oh, yeah. I've got a pair of like maroon corduroy ones. And I did a little illustration for them a while ago, and they like put it on there. It was amazing. The guy's just a legend.
Yeah.
Anyway, I live my skate life through him because he's always doing amazing stuff, and he'd be like on the phone with, or Tom Penny's hanging out with me, and I'll be like, I'm like on a roller coaster, just like, yes, you live your best life.
Yeah. Right.
Now I'm going to do that through your life. I'm going to be like, yes, Jeff, get it.
He's like, that's the guy I know. Like, you meet that guy. Like, I think that's kind of what I'm solidifying myself in as well. Just being that guy that just knows everybody. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of cool that way too. It's just, I skate, but it's just, you know, you never know what stories I got with who you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's amazing. All right. Last two questions. What are 3 things that you were grateful for?
Skateboarding for one. My parents for 2. You know, well, actually, let's reverse that. I'm respectfully giving my parents the first spot. You know what I mean?
They're not in hierarchy, but you can put them in hierarchy if you want.
You know what I mean? So I was like, and then skateboarding after that, and I want to be real careful on this third one because there's so many things I want to put in one. You know, if I could say money, if I could say God, if I could say all these things. But, you know, just grateful for, like, just life right now. You know what I mean? This in general and the humble aspect of every day. You wake up and you're just like, oh, this is a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day. You know what I mean?
What makes you say that, like, in that tone? So I can wake up and I'm a grumpy person in the morning, so I could, like, and my life's pretty good. So I sometimes be like, oh my gosh, it's a little bit windy outside. It's like in the morning.
Yeah.
But once I wake up and I'm like, oh, okay, like, no, it's not that bad. Like, why are you such a grumpy arsehole when you wake up, you know?
Yeah. It's like, I think that's where it just drains my energy. You know what I mean? Like, I wake up, and if I'm waking up on that wrong side, like, I don't feel like doing anything today. It's like, I'm not going to do anything today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try to, I don't have like a routine because that bores me right now. So I'm still too young to kind of have a routine and commit to it like that. But I think it's like I've seen so much shit in my life, you know what I mean? Dark and good and bad, whatever. Like
Yeah.
When I do wake up and there's sunlight out the window, I know it's not a rainy day. Or let's be real about it. It's not raining in the morning. Forecast might call for it at 4 p.m. whatever, but you're waking up, you're seeing the sunlight through the eyelids. That's that moment right there I take in is just, it's like, okay, this is a good one, you know. So
all right, last question, and then I'll give you your time back to your life. What you have to wear a shirt with a slogan on it for a year. What does it say?
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts if I could have a shirt with that slogan on it, nobody puts baby in the corner.
If you could have said, here's $1 million, what's he going to say? And there was no way I would have picked that. All right.
I got a friend, his name is Mr. Wavy. He's like, I don't know if he created that, but he created that to me. Like I got that from him. And he just says that, like, smokes weed most of the time. So when he's smoking, he's like, this is it right here. This is breakfast for champions. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, it's just some funny shit.
So you don't even know where baby in the corner's from?
No, I've heard it on a movie once, but it wasn't baby. It was whatever the character was. And I think maybe that's where he got it from. I don't know. So it's from
a movie called Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing, really?
Yeah, and so I think Patrick Swayze, maybe, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. And he says the actress's character's name is Baby, I think, and he says nobody puts baby in the corner. And
shit! Okay,
yeah, that's where it's from. It's like a huge like movie quote, and that's where everybody, like my family, says it for every single thing here, like, because they're like big movie fans. So someone sitting in the corner and be like, no one puts Matty in the corner. Or,
oh my God. Well, it's like I'm destined to be on this podcast right now. He's like, no, I do. That is just one of my like funniest. I laugh when I think about that when it comes to him. So if I could wear, I literally said that to myself the other day. I was like, dude, if I could make that shit into a t-shirt, I would wear it. You know?
I can almost guarantee you could Google nobody puts baby in a corner and it'll be on like Redbubble or TeePublic. It'll be somewhere. That's such a famous quote.
I just learned that from you, knowing it's an old movie quote now. Like,
so you've been saying this quote out there, like people being like, oh, you're like, nobody puts baby in the corner. You're like, I've got this killer quote.
People been laughing at me, like, they're like, what baby are you talking about? Are you the baby? I'm like, I guess so. I'm the like baby in the corner. Like, I was running with it for a little bit, like, you know, but I knew it, like, it wasn't mine. You know what I mean? I just wasn't like, you know, so I don't know, but that's pretty funny, man. That's pretty funny.
Gold. That is amazing. It's also like when when new slang comes out, especially in the skate world, and you're like, oh, like a 360 flip now is a tray flip, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, how does it hook on? But where did the original come from? Like, you know what I mean? You never sort of know that. Wild. All right, Jeff. Thank you so much for being on the podcast. It's been I've had a ton of fun. I hope you have. I'll get an illustration out to you in the next couple of weeks, and so it'll be a custom illustration based on this whole interview, and we'll see what sort of comes to life in that, and then it'll be out, and you can share it, not share it, you can do you. But
no. Thank you, man. I appreciate being on it, dude. Like I say, this was honestly the best experience I've had so far, man. Like, I haven't really got a chance to talk to someone about my story. You know what I mean?
Wow,
like,
cool.
Dude, if we could, you know what I mean? Like, you already know, I got so much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't even fit it all in an hour and some change. But it's
bet.
like, man, so I just appreciate you for letting me put it all together, you know what I mean? And like, this is amazing, you know what I mean? I can't wait to see the illustration. Of course, I'm going to share the hell out of it, like, whenever the episode comes out, dude. Yeah. You know, and you let me know whatever I can do for you, man. Like I say, we got so much going on over here. We can create something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anytime if you want to collab in another way outside of this, or like if you're like, hey, want to do this illustration for something? Yeah, let's work on something like that or whatever you want. If you talk to anyone, they want to be on the podcast, whether it's a skateboarder or someone you know, your agent or anything like that. Like, it's not just for skateboarders; it's for anyone. So that stuff is totally fine as well.
I was trying to see if we can. Let's take a screenshot. Can we take a screenshot?
Yeah, I can take a screenshot here and I can send it to you.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Let's do that.
Hey, let me do.
We'll get one in before we go.
Yeah, and I'll get all the little clips together. And that's not it. Okay, what am I doing? Here we go. Where are you? All right, I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll send it to you. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
I got you halfway between that. All right.
There we go. Oh, I don't know. Did I do it? Did I do it in time? Just let me know when to put it down.
Hold it up. Hang on, wait. I'll let you know when it's done. And done. I'm going to leave that in there as well so people know how long that took.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the one, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, dude, look, I appreciate this so much, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real. You know what I mean?
Oh, I've loved it. And if I'm in LA, maybe we can connect, get a burger or something like that.
Yes. Anytime. Hit me up, dude.
Do you go to Smash Burger? Because of...
I've had it. Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I went there, being the, like, skate fan, and now that I'm older, like, when I go to LA, I'm like, go and try and find all the skate spots, or if I'm in San Fran, I like try and find skate spots that I know that are around there, like Wallenberg and stuff, and I'll be like...
Yeah.
So I heard Smash Burger, and I was down there for a podcast conference, and I was like, it was like 20 minutes out of my way, and I was like, I'm fucking doing this. So I drove.
Smash
Burger.
Super worth it, man. You gotta try a Smash Taco.
Smash Taco?
You gotta, dude. I don't know if they have it in our LA, but in DC we have a place called Taco Rock where it's like a smash burger taco, basically. You know, instead of like a beef taco, they put smash burger in it with the smash sauce and all that. It's super fucking good, man. I think it's a soft shell too.
Huge, like Pro Skater Nuge has his own smash burger. Oh yeah, that's why I went there because he's like, and then
for real?
Oh yeah, like he's got one in Venice and one just outside of LA downtown.
Okay, I'm definitely I'm checking that in next. Yeah, let's go there together. Fuck it,
God, yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll put it together. And we'll schedule next time you're in, or whatever. Like, let's do
that'd be sick.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'll let you get back to your day. I'm excited to get this illustration done, and yeah, have a great one. And I'll send you some clips and stuff when I all put it together and everything like that.
Awesome, man. Thank you, my man.
Thank you.
You have a great day today. All right.
I will do. You too.
All right, man. You have a good one.